There are dozens of things you can see when riding a bike through mountain trails. Trees, rocks, wildlife. But 17-year-old Daniel Bernhardt sees something different.
I can see the trail and I can stay on the trail, but seeing obstacles can be difficult.
Daniel grew up with relatively normal vision, but by the time he turned 9, his parents noticed something was off.
When he was trying to read, he was moving a book. He'd scooch over closer and closer toward the light. And I just thought, well, he's 9. 9-year-olds do weird things.
They took Daniel to the doctor, where he received a diagnosis: Stargardt disease, a form of macular degeneration causing Daniel to lose the center of his field of vision.
It's super traumatic. It was traumatic for at least a year for the whole family.
Shortly after his diagnosis, Daniel's family moved here to Park City. It was during a trip to Moab that they decided to get on bikes and hit the trail. Daniel tagged along.
The first ride was a train wreck, and he said, "Oh, this is just too challenging."
I wasn't ready. I didn't have the proper, experience. I didn't have the proper form to get through that. And so I sort of broke down a little bit on the trail.
He wasn't down for long. Instead, Daniel got back on the bike, joining the Park City High School mountain biking team and racing against other bikers. By the end of his senior season, he had competed in nearly 20 events.
He's an accomplished rider. He can ride well.
Paul Terry was Daniel's guide during those races, helping him navigate the more difficult terrain.
Roller. Okay, jump. There were times when it scared me to death because he wanted to go so fast in sections. And those were the times when I was like, oh man, I hope he doesn't crash right here because we're really going fast.
I can have a lot more confidence when I sort of know that what I'm about to hit, what I'm about to hit is going to be like. Because I can sort of see Paul do it, and then he can call it out.
Oh no, I stopped too early.
There have been numerous cuts and bumps along the way, but Daniel's attitude has always remained positive.
After I started losing my vision, for me it was like, well, I still want to do the things I'm used to doing, the things I like to do. So I've always just been in the mindset of, if I want to do it, I can do it. This is just another challenge. This is just another bump in the trail. How do I approach it? How do I ride over it?
His high school career may be over, but Daniel still hits the trails, now sharing his love of the sport with the next generation as an instructional coach. And as long as he has pedals, wheels, and a handlebar, Daniel will continue to ride. In Park City, Jake Edmonds, Talkin' Sports.